I'm going to talk about the tactical performance profiling, passing, shooting and dribbling, and there's more. But I'm going to talk about passing. Passing in futsal is very key, as you need to pass the ball round the field to each player as quick as you can, pass and move so you create better opportunities to score. I'm now going to talk about tactical in the way of formation. If you don't have a formation in the team, all the players would be a bit of a scramble, so it'll look a mess, which will give a bad influence on the club. Another example is that if you were winning 3-1, for example, and you were playing a 1-3, you might want to drop it to a 3-1, so you stay defensive, so it's hard to get round you and get the shots off on goal. It's more or less about strength, as that you need strength to be able to hold players off the ball when you are also running down the line. So when you're running and the players come in, you need to make sure that you protect the ball and keep them away from the ball. Also, when you go into tackles, you need to make sure that you win the ball and you come out with the ball so that the team are able to counter-attack quicker. Because if you go into a tackle and your legs are not as strong as they could be, you won't go into it and they're more likely to be able to win the ball than to just. Psychological is all about motivation. If your team goes 2-0 down, you need to make sure that the spirits in the team are all put together and make sure that there's a lot of motivation given to each other. For example, your manager needs to make sure that he's making you play better. He's like, come on then boys, let's do this. But you can't have any doubt in the team. So if there's doubt, the chemistry would drop, which means everyone's heads would drop and everyone's performance would drop, which means the game would be hard to win. Things like your running technique. If your running technique was inefficient, for example like this, you would be wasted energy by swiveling your hips and moving your head, whereas if you had the right technique, making your hands go to your ears like this, keeping your head straight, it would be more efficient when you were playing, which means you will have more energy for the rest of the game. The advantages of performance profiling is that you are able to see your strengths and weaknesses. To do this, you can improve your weaknesses by, for example, if I was getting pushed off the ball a lot, I'd be able to make a program to go to the gym and work on free weights, because free weights are more beneficial to your body than resistance. The disadvantages are that if you have a bad game, it's not accurate to your ability that you could perform up to. Also, it could be subjective. For example, if I pass the ball to my left back and he had a bad touch, that would be his fault, not mine. Make an uncompleted pass by using GoPros in training. For example, you can have it on your head or on your chest, so you can see the way how you're playing in your perspective, or people can see it in your perspective. Also, you could have scouts going out to games to watch the players by setting smart targets and individual sessions to the athlete. They can train to the specific of them.